but it's technically up to Lurdo.
Uh...
Because she's not gonna try and catch it. She doesn't particularly care, so she's just gonna let it
It'd be
fly.
really funny if he just says heads up, you open up your mouth as he's throwing it, you just catch it in your mouth.
Pac-Man?
Catches it with her tail.
Waka.
Well, Yalla's got fangs, so if she even just gets like one tooth in it, the apple will hold. Because, you know, how fangs work.
Punch.
It'd be really funny. She just doesn't even like look, do anything to indicate she's listening to him at all. Just like, ha! Catches the apple and keeps pumping iron.
But instead, it whaps her in the face.
Alright, you want it to whap you in the face? It'll whap you in the face. You want it to
Just
whap?
not trying to catch it, so...
Alright, it whaps you in the face. It hurt. Take 1 damage. The apple falls to the ground.
Good thing I didn't use sneak attack.
She just slowly looks over. Hi.
Ow.
And she's gonna shift the barrel into like one hand and just hold it steady on her shoulder.
Damn!
Well, we cracked those open, and I figured you might want to try one.
Shala's a muscle queen.
She's like, well, it's certainly been tried, and she just like rubs her cheek where it hits. I didn't think that's what they were used for.
Well, they might be. I don't know, I'm not gluttony.
And how'd you know to do it?
I just kind of threw it.
I'm a Varishan. We use
It's
projectiles.
just yeet.
Mm-hmm.
A Varyichin. Yeah. Sticking to that. It's terrible. Y'all's gonna think it's gluttony and tradition to just throw something at people's faces.
Why would you believe it?
Typically well.
Someone who's like, I don't live here.
Well, no, she would have, but Samson clarified he just felt like throwing an apple.
Ah.
I thought you'd catch it.
With no warning, okay.
Yes, he said heads
He
up.
did, yeah, he did give her a warning. She just didn't care.
What would be the time of day now that you moved an hour forward?
Probably a little bit after 5.
Yeah.
A little bit after 5? Alrighty. And how long is Nim sleeping?
24 hours after all that.
Until woken up, or until the sunrise?
Fair enough. So does Yella pick up the apple?
I guess eventually, if they just keep standing there awkwardly, eventually she just kind of sets the barrel down and picks up the apple. And inspects it.
Sugar and calories. This isn't gonna help.
You kind of need calories to grow muscle mass.
Sugar. Yella inspects the apple. It is an apple. It is white. It is a fruit.
Wow.
It feels slightly cold to the touch.
Fun.
It feels like Katma in plant form.
That doesn't
She
sound
takes a bite from the top.
I'm just imagining you eat the stem and pull
Yeah.
it off. You actually just eat the fucking...
Well, she doesn't swallow it. She takes the bite from this top and then just like spits the stem over the side of the boat.
Ah, so she
It
just...
tastes cold and refreshing.
The stem tastes cold and refreshing.
No, the apple part.
She didn't eat the apple part, she ate the stem!
No! She did not just eat the stem. She took a bite of the apple from the top and then was like, oh, this part doesn't seem digestible, and removed it.
Ah, okay. I thought you literally just pulled the stem out of the apple like it was a hand grenade and started eating that. I was like...
Nah. She finished, like, eating the apple bits and then was just like...
You get cool, refreshing.
How is it?
And a woody stem. Delicious. Fiber.
It's not bad.
Well,
Not as cold
try
as
it
I
myself.
would like it.
Did you enjoy it?
I haven't tried it yet.
Oh. She holds it back out.
Share some of my apple, Samson? Samson?
What happened?
She's holding the apple out at you.
Oh, I got my... Yeah, sure. And he'll take a bite out of it.
Aww.
Does he take it first, or does he just eat it out of her hands?
Are you trying to feed him with it, or are you
No,
going to
she was
let him...
just handing it to him, but you didn't say he took it, you just said he bit it.
I did say he took
Okay.
it. Yeah, he took a bite out. He takes it, and then bites it, and then he'll hand it back.
Oh my god, look! The Samson is eating out of my hand! Oh, Samsons are so cute!
What is he, 2?
I mean, you can't really ask that question now, can you? It's Samson we're talking about. In some aspects, yes. Have you seen his understanding of relationship?
Man.
May I quote, they take people home.
That's not even what he said. He's like, they do that? Have people go home?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He thinks
see?
they buy you drinks so that you'll leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-year-old.
Exactly what he thought. It's like, are they trying to be the last one there?
Kelly.
Are you in?
Samson thinks gluttony and bars are just a battle royale.
Oh my! And Simpson had got 2 drinks and then left!
Ha.
Samson thinks he fulfilled the prophecy.
I did exactly what they wanted.
See, if it wasn't somewhat clarified that was not the case, he would have thought that.
Yeah. Kjell is gonna finish the apple and go back to barrel.
Does she like it?
The barrel?
The apple.
Oh.
The barrel.
Buy the barrel dinner.
Probably neutral-ish.
You know, that's fair.
So wait,
We
what's
could
the
do
ghost
that.
apple supposed to taste like?
Cold.
And refreshing.
That's all we've gotten.
It's
Cool.
No
I mean,
actual flavor profile, just a temperature.
I mean, being on the ocean could be considered cold and refreshing.
So it's like being on the ocean.
It's like
Decide
eating
if
the
you like
ocean.
apples that taste cold, and there's your answer.
So it's just a cold apple.
Cold, refreshing, and sweet.
And sometimes sour.
Not this case.
Was that one sour?
No.
Damn it.
So what does Samson think?
Well, too sweet for my taste. But it's not bad. Alright, well, you seem busy, so I'm gonna leave you to that. Don't get hurt now. He'll just-
throws in more apples. She doesn't say anything, she just lets you leave.
Samson pitches the fucking apple!
Hexes, how I missed you.
Oh, hey, Zanzibar.
Huh? Oh. Hello.
question.
I have an answer.
You probably have a lot of answers, but
This
So-
is true.
things like the sword of Zanzibar and the book of Zanzibar and the quill of Zanzibar and a lot of other things, right?
Yes.
They're all more than just a sword and a book and a sword that's not named a sword.
Eh,
They like do things.
Yes.
How?
What do you mean?
I'm like, I mean, I'm guessing it's magic, but like, how do they do those things? Cause like I've seen a sword cut and like a book
Book?
get written in, but like that's it.
And Zanzibar kind of like looks past you to look at what the rest of the deck is doing, and no one's paying attention. Fine, Samson. Sit down, and I will explain as best I can for your understanding.
Cool. He'll pop a squat.
Dumb it down for me, Kimo-sabe.
Put very simply, each one of the items of Zanzibar, from what I am capable of remembering, is an item that I create at the end of any reality. Their creation starts the next cycle. I use the opportunity of the end of one reality to create something that transcends all realities. And that creation, that process of something, undoes the paradox of everything, which then pushes forward nothing into something. Think of it like a big bang that starts off everything, until eventually that fire, if you were to call it that, burns out. Because they exist as a paradoxical state, an existence outside of being existing, they are capable of doing literally anything. But that potential has to be parsed down. Otherwise, it means nothing. Infinity is only given its context by the things that aren't infinite. The finite gives definition to the infinite. Light gives definition to darkness, good to evil, so on and so forth. Dualities. Paradoxes are both everything and nothing, light and dark, good and evil. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
So each item of Zanzibar, I give qualities, inspiration from whatever reality I had lived. Maybe it was an item I could have really used, something I was without. Or maybe I was just inspired by something I saw, something I no longer remember. One way or another, each item has some kind of use and purpose. And there are always dualities to them. Gives and takes. Pluses and minuses. So, they can do, theoretically, anything that one could imagine. The possibility is endless. But they are given, at least in most cases, one finite use. A single point of being amidst the vast sea of infinite everything. Does that at all make sense?
Yeah. In a completely out of my league kind of way.
Yes. Genuinely, I wish there was a simpler way to explain it. But the nature of true paradoxes is that they are both infinitely explainable and infinitely inexplainable. Therefore, to put language, which would be finite, into a manner to describe them is both impossible and possible. I could talk myself into a corkscrew. It's very hard to understand, but when you get it, you get it. So don't feel bad at all that you don't.
I never do.
That is one of your best qualities.
Can I ask a... Yes, actually. What is... Like... What actually is Eve? I know you touched upon it a little bit before, but...
Eve?
Like... Yeah.
It's basically the opposite in duality to Adam. Whereas Adam is the existence of something with no magic given physical form. Eve is magic given physical form with no physical form. Again, these two things are paradoxes. Together, if you were to combine them, their lacking qualities would be filled in by each other, and they would become, well, anything. Flesh, bone, wood, it's all just a combination of Adam and Eve. But also not.
Because it's no longer that anymore. Right?
Exactly. In some respect, yes. Neither one of those substances are supposed to be possible. You're not supposed to have a substance devoid of all energy. And you're not supposed to have a physical energy that is devoid of all substance. The entire world, everything you see, all of creation is either matter or energy. And very rarely is it both. Although technically it is. Now we're just talking quantum mechanics. And that's almost out of my level. Science is not my strong suit. I'm an arcanist.
Fair enough. Hey, can I ask you for some more things to read?
To read? Sure. Oh, you mean books for you. I thought you were gonna give me something.
Oh, no, I didn't think to pick you up anything but the lemon.
And as you say that, you start to see him, like, hold back a snicker. He genuinely found what you said funny.
I kind of want to learn, well, how to use these, and he's gonna pull out the alchemy kit and the, oh, what was the other thing about? The alchemist kit and the, tinkerer's tools.
Yeah, sure. I'll see if I have something.
Cool,
Side
cool.
note, you're gonna have to give me, like, a readout of what those can be used for. I mean, the alchemist tools are self-explanatory.
I'll send you the pages on 5e tools.
Woo! Sending stuff and things.
Things and stuff.
Did Simpson have anything else?
Nope.
Fair enough. Hold that thought, and we can go to someone else or something. I need the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
I also need the bathroom.
Woo! Bathroom break.
You back, Rebel? Nope, that I just heard sounds.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Is Ed back?
No.
It is dead. So what you crazy people been doing?
Well, Jade's still muted, so I've just been whistling the me theme for about 10 seconds.
Ah. I want to see the big version of that new avatar. Show me, show me, show me.
I think you're gonna be disappointed.
How would I be disappointed?
That's the actual size of it. That's all I drew.
No, but like, post it in Discord so I can see it, but bigger.
Probably, like, not much bigger. Drag and drop, right?
Yeah, see, that's already bigger. That's even bigger. And then we can open it up in Google, and now it's even bigger. She's so... Oh my god, there's so many tiny details. Look at that choker.
Was a brush. But thank you.
It doesn't matter. You used your tools and created something pretty. So you're welcome. Man, look at their eyelashes. They're so good. Who has returned?
I don't think anyone. I just set down my cup.
Damn.
When will she...
Jade's here.
Huh? Ah.
What'd Jade say?
I don't know.
Ah.
I always here.
She's
I'm glad you're here.
always here. I'm also glad
Well,
you're here. I am very good. You sound tired all of a sudden. Are you just doing a bit?
What?
I don't know. You sounded very tired when you said that.
I'm lying on my stomach. That probably doesn't help.
Stomach lay down time. Yay!
I tried playing
I'm always lying down.
I tried playing D&D laying down, and I was like, man, the urge to not just take a nap. I commend you. It also probably didn't help that when, like, the one time I did it, I gave myself, like, a really comfortable, like, angle to lay down at. I also hate playing D&D on like a single screen.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
How dare you?
Yeah, you
Well,
ate.
guess I'll die later.
You ate pizza, so you exploded. I know how
right
that works.
before you guys.
Apparently, I got a call from them immediately after I placed the order, and they were like, "Hey, call us back if you want like a different slice." I'm like, "Man, that would have been nice." Oh well.
I'm
At
sorry.
least they didn't charge me. At least they didn't charge me.
We're charging you for something we're not giving you. Ha ha ha. So Samson finishes conversation with Bar of Zan.
Yeah.
What do?
He is going to sit down and start fiddling with the alchemist supplies anyway.
Can you give me a quick tour of some of the stuff that you have in the set?
I
Like-
sent you the link. I don't know if you checked it.
Well, I don't think I have the time now to read it.
His alchemist supplies include 2 glass beakers, a metal frame to hold a beaker in place over open flame, a glass stirring rod, a small mortar pestle, and a pouch of common alchemical ingredients including salt, powdered iron, and purified water.
Oh dear. He's gonna
What?
gas the boat.
So, salt, powdered iron, and purified water, and, like, nothing else? Or...
Well, it just is a pouch of common alchemical ingredients, including those things. So, but, like the Japanese lesson, salt, powdered iron, purified water, and shit.
How does that go again? It's like stuff, the thing you want to say, yeah, and then other thing you want to say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so ya is for when you want to list specific things, but also include things similar to.
And shit.
Yeah, and shit.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
And Zanzibar sees you just immediately sit down and start playing with the supplies. And he's just like, you have no idea what you're doing, do you?
Nope.
Well, I didn't have anything more pressing, and he kind of just like, you know, tightens his robe around himself. Fine, I can explain to you the basis of alchemy.
Does this mean Samson's gonna get proficiency with the alchemical kit?
No, but he can work on it. I think.
So Zanzibar just like takes one of the tool rolls from the kit from you, just rolls it out. Alright, I got beakers, holder, this. Oh boy! Salt, iron, and water. I love how they just take that in a pouch of stuff as he just picks up the pouch and thinks that's a sufficient place to start. Woohoo! Well, now I'm invested, and he just snaps his fingers, and a small box of stuff just drops into his hand. So anyway, here's the basis of alchemy, and we're moving on to someone else while Zanzibar teaches Samson basic alchemy, with, you know, the alchemist's ingredient kit of choice.
Nim's asleep. Is Hyala doing something?
Right, we're
Other
going to
than
Hyala.
Games?
Woo! Hyala improvising time. What's Hyala doing? Let's visit Hyala and her life, what she's feeling, full character analysis.
She left, bro.
She left? What's the thoughts going through her head?
I wonder how long I can do this before my arms fall off.
How those arms feeling? Feeling strong?
How long has she been doing this?
Timekeeper, how long since Samson...
You haven't specified a time.
Well, roughly gauge how many minutes you might think this is. I'm saying she probably maybe have been doing it for like, what,
Half hour?
half hour maybe? Yeah, Samson's walk across the bow, plus talking to Zanzibar.
And she did it during the whole gobbledygook string theory thing.
Gobbledygook string theory thing, yeah.
Fixing Nim.
Yeah. String theory and quantum mechanics, otherwise known as fixing Nim's issues.
I actually just found something that's
Oh?
strangely applicable.
Oh, show me. Ow!
Yell right now.
I'm gonna be so good at hugging.
I'm still looking at the adorable picture of Nim. I'm gonna be so good at hugging you!
There we go.
What is this? Yell is a bunch of squares and the number 7,000.
Because he said full character analysis. Here it is. This is the basics.
He's gotten several character analyses.
I always want more!
I can give more in the future.
And I also have, I just want to.
Good.
Well, Shay, you're not me, so you might actually get them.
I hunger for Yalador. So, I guess we will advance to the next morning, since there doesn't seem to be anything anybody has particularly what they want to do.
Can we advance till dinner?
Well,
Yeah.
if we advance to
just
the next
imagine-
morning, it will be implied you ate dinner. Also, you'd be good anyway, because you ate apples.
At whatever
An
point
apple?
Hyala
Wait.
gets overwhelmed by Beryl, she just like plops it down. It's probably quite loud.
Boom!
She
And
was
then
like
her,
controlledly putting it down. She like dropped it from like
and then
not
her
so high it would break, but high enough that it would make a pretty good thud.
thud.
And then she just lies on the floor.
You know what? I changed my mind. We'll make it dinner time. For no other particular reason than because I'm the DM and I said so. Any questions?
That's probably about what the time that Hyala would have
Collapsed?
flopped.
So anyway, it's around dinner time. The sun is set. The light of the moon is at its freshest. Well, the light of the moons. I don't think that ever came up before.
Wait, there's more than one moon?
Oh yeah! Ah! Finally! I get to talk about this. So, there are 3 moons, actually. The largest moon in the sky is called Elpis, and it is the major satellite. And then there are 2 submoons that orbit Elpis. So,
Boom.
one on each side. They're equidistant from each other in the orbit around Elpis. So there are times at certain points of the month and year where there will just be a big moon and then 2 smaller moons on either side, and those are, depending on where you are, but most commonly referred to as Lunas Alpha and Lunas Beta. And those are the 3 moons of TOZ. Well, at least on the celestial body you live on. Can't wait for the Into Space arc!
Woo! Space program!
The Zanzibarian space program. Also, write that down. It will be relevant. Write those names down. Take notes.
Alright, one of you actually take notes.
Alright, give me a second.
Elpis,
Can't you just put it in Gen Campaign info, since that's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
what that
You know
channel's for?
what? Yeah, you're right. There you go.
Is it really out of the common that our characters would know what the fucking moons are?
Well,
Seen them for at least 20-something years?
Apparently, we've only just noticed them now.
Huh.
To be fair, the moon has come up, just not the fact that there's multiples.
yeah, I keep thinking I should wait until, like, the moon comes up, and then it comes up, and I literally never remember it came up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should have said it then.
Whoa. General info about the campaign.
Pog.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Cough.
Don't die. No dying.
So we're in the evening and there's a bunch of moons and it's food time.
Yeah. It's the twilight hours.
So, as such, Samson will probably be walking out of the,
After your many hour lesson with Zanzibar over how to use alchemy equipment. Which, by the way, no proficiency granted, but you do feel
Yeah.
like you retained a good amount of information. Because, surprise, surprise, Zanzibar was able to explain it in a very simple way. Anyway, continue
Alright.
with your thing.
So, did Zanzibar make dinner again?
Did you
Or
want
is he-
Zanzibar to make dinner again?
I mean, that's just up to you. I don't know where the source of dinner is. Or who the
Well-
source of dinner is.
If there's
Did-
no reason
did
to
Ro-
change it, then
order
Zanzibar will have probably made dinner. If there was something that would have prevented Zanzibar from making dinner or given him a reason not to, then that can be the reason.
Mm,
Then Zanzibar made dinner.
cool. Samson is going to head off out of the kitchen area.
I don't know why I thought you said up and off the boat.
Yeah!
Gonna test that water walking.
And he is going to stop by Rosebeard's thing and check on Nim.
Him is still sleeping.
Alright. And he is going to leave one of the dinner portions for Nim in case she wakes up.
It's very nice of you.
But she is not waking up.
Damn.
I'm trying to decide if I want her to, or if it'd be really funny if she rolled into the food.
I'm just imagining, just like, Nim's laying there and he closes the door, and after a few minutes, just. just starts crawling over.
I think
to
only
it.
pure sugar would get that reaction.
Sugar. And Yala's just lying face down on the planks of wood.
So it's just standing there with 2 bowls of food.
He just starts nudging her head with his toes, like, Yala.
You alive? Yala?
She just lifts up her head and looks at him. Oh, hello.
Hey. It's dinner time, and figured I probably shouldn't throw this one at you.
Appreciated. And she sits up. Sits cross-legged.
Arms
Here you go.
completely limp, just noodle arms.
Well, no, she has to hold the bowl now.
Dang.
She's like, man, how this is so heavy.
Yellow tries to lift the spoon and finds it too Herculean.
It just brings her mouth to the spoon instead.
Yeah, and she looks out at the sky.
Stupid third moon.
Stupid Lunas beta.
Holy
Being
crap,
such a
I've never
beta.
noticed we had 3 moons before.
I know, right?
Beta moon cuck.
It's almost like it just came into being now.
Where's the Sigma moon?
Sig moon, sig moon,
moon,
sig moon.
moon.
Okay. I'm gonna throw it out for democratic debate. Instead of Lunas Alpha and Beta, what if they were Lunas Sigma and Ligma? I would be willing to do that if everyone else wants the submoons to be named Lunas Sigma and Ligma.
Sigma and Ligma sounds fantastic.
Everyone else in agreement?
The Greek,
I
the
abstain.
Greek letter.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on this. I'm gonna be real.
All right, so that means the eyes have it.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, Alpha's gonna be changed to Ligma though.
That's fine. that Sigma grind set. That Ligma grind set.
There we go! Let it be known! Session 41. Lunas Ligma and Lunas Sigma. Sigma and Ligma. Ligma! Ligma what? Ligma Moon!
So, since there's 3 moons, if you, like, flash someone in your butt, is it still called mooning?
It's called moonzing.
Moonsing.
No.
It's called Ligma.
Ligma. Ligma what? Ligma cheeks!
My mom laughed in the other room. She went, ha ha.
We love you, Mama Shay!
Oh, she's not even anywhere close. I just heard it.
Still.
Yeah, we love Mama Shay. Mama Shay the best. Anyway, so Shala struggling to lift this Herculean bow.
So what have you been up to?
Learning actually.
Got some new book you're reading?
No, I picked up some alchemy stuff, and little tinkerer's tools
I see.
to practice with.
How's that going?
Zanzibar knows a lot of things.
Her mind is just like, what does that have to do with what we were talking about? I see. He is an old man.
Hey, look at the moons again.
Ah,
Something
Like-
changed, but I don't know what.
Ligma's out tonight.
Is
Ah.
Sigma higher than Ligma?
It appears that Ligma is in full apex. Over Elpis?
It's gonna
Ah, it's a waxing Ligma and a waning Sigma.
Y'all's gonna jump off the boat.
It's a Ligma gibbous!
Oh, look at that! It's the hunter's Ligma now. She's turned into a kaiju.
Don't you know? The hunter's Ligma gives y'all a great giant strength.
Well, then what's all the exercising for?
Strengtherer.
Strengtherer.
Yeah.
Cause she's biggin' right now.
I gotta get strong.
Gotta get strong
And
so
then
she can lift
stronger.
up the best gift that she's gotten probably in like ever.
Woo. Where's Nim?
She's still sleeping last I checked up on her. I left her some food in case, you know, in case she wakes up.
Man, I'm so lazy sleeping all day. Shaking my head.
And Simpson is going to take he's gonna take a spoonful of the stew and then slide to Hyala one of the glass bottles that he bought. And
Is it just a-
inside is some whiskey.
Ah. She'll take it and swallow a very large mouthful.
Oh. Whiskey.
Like, she drinks it like you would drink water if you're really thirsty.
Cable Sampson sends this over. That's what
Huh?
they said, right?
Are you hitting on Yella?
Oh, well, you seemed a little, not happy that no one got you a drink earlier, so, here you go.
Are you hitting on Yalla?
I have to go get under the blankets now. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Kiala's cheeks just kind of like puff.
The
Just like-
audacity.
You know, I never thought it'd be possible to actually just kill the DM through playing D&D, but apparently it is.
It was a critical hit.
Alright,
Yeah.
you know what?
Sneak attack and everything.
You nat 20 to attack the DM.
Damn,
Oh,
he's good.
I think I'll be okay. Maybe. Do your thing while I just sit here and have my own floof. Right? I said this once, I will say it probably a million times till the day I die. Cute shit slays me. You want to break me? Do something adorable.
Play all.
Anyway, continue with this interested to see how far this actually goes.
And Samson pulls out a second glass bottle that also had whiskey poured into it. And takes a swig of it himself.
She's gonna be like, that wasn't quite the issue.
Well, the best guess I had.
Fair enough.
You're not very honest about your failings, even when they're displayed all over your face. And then Samson will take a swig of his.
She's just like, I don't know what you mean.
You remember around the beginning when we first met? And it seemed like you tried to intimidate me in probably the worst way I've ever seen anyone try that ever.
Just a quiet groan in the background.
Huh. Man, I thought Nim was a quiet sleeper.
Oh, if anybody's sleeping like that, you gotta check on them.
Nah. She's fine. She's a wild magic.
Fine. Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen besides fireball?
It's just another, like, you know, it's just a wild magic surge.
I'm just gonna lay in the bed.
Yo, what if instead of blowing up the nearest star, Nim blows up the nearest moon? She just blows up like.
I mean, it's getting close because I'm at the next one is I'm at 7 right now. So
Damn, Ligma's
like
gone.
Well, technically, Opus is the biggest, and they orbit that, so.
I mean, that doesn't mean it's the closest.
Well, if they orbit parallel to the planet you're on, then the biggest one will also have the largest diameter and thus be closer to the planet. I have to figure out the orbit, okay?
Do they orbit the moon, or do they orbit with the moon?
They orbit the moon. Like, Elpis orbits the planet, and then Sigma and Ligma orbit Elpis. That will never
On which axis?
Yeah.
That's the
I guess
part
is
I
a better
haven't
question.
figured out. I haven't
Yeah.
figured the axis of orbit, or if the axis wobbles enough that there's technically different orbits. Oh, I never got that far, but now that it's definitely 100% canon,
But
attention.
they're called Ligma.
What?
Sigma
Yeah.
and Ligma.
Ligma moon.
Ligma moon.
Ah.
I was not expecting that from Jade. That's so
It's
stupid.
made of cheese. What? Do you...
Yeah, not cheese whiz.
All right.
Speaking of cheese whiz,
Yeah, cheese whiz is gross. Anyway, continue on with this, date.
Cal's just gonna be like, was that the same time you were really, really wanting me to drink something?
yeah, that was funny how we got where we are.
She just like looks at the bottle in her hands, looks at him, drinks more.
This is so cute.
Yeah. Oh man, that was awful.
Awful.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think I could have been less afraid of you.
I see.
you're like the least intimidating person I've ever met.
And now that I saw what you're like when your face emotes more, you're really not good at those kinds of things, are you?
I was raised to keep that back when it's not beneficial for anything.
Oh, not beneficial to hold that stuff back either.
It could be.
At times, but
You don't lose time and panic and not quite know how you got from one place to another.
Well, let me ask you this, right? You came from your people are really big on helping one another, having a good sense of community, at least from what I could gather.
I suppose compared to here.
How do you really know what you can help with if they don't tell you?
They ask.
So when you need help, you ask.
Sure, but it doesn't have to be an emotional endeavor.
Well, why not?
She just shrugs. I found it's easier to talk when all that's left out of it.
And when you're flirting, you can get right to the good part.
Indeed. Ghost Nim. Little Nim that lives in my brain and tells me things.
Oh, you got one of those too?
Of course. I assumed it was just a wild magic thing. It's funny
Wild
that you
magic,
literally
sir.
can whisper
You
into
live
our
in your
heads.
friends' heads rent free.
She can literally do it.
Yeah. And when I know you guys are there, certain things don't matter anymore.
Whoa. So, you never thought about being like, open about how you feel about things? That's how you got close to, and then he's just gonna start tapping on, like, his shoulder?
The golems?
No.
Samson
And
said
then he's
he
gonna.
never wanted kids.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nothing. Don't worry about me. Not at all.
He's trying to convey whatever the name of Yala's ex that
I
is
know
now
that.
on her shoulder. Yeah.
But it's funny.
Samson does not remember the name.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but like, right now I am fully convinced Samson's hitting on Hyala, and if that ends up being the case, he's getting Tsuno as an adoptive daughter, so he's gonna have kids.
Mr. doesn't know what flirting is not flirting.
Yeah.
So like,
Let me have my headcanons.
There are people who don't know they're being flirted with. This is a guy who doesn't know he's flirting.
Well, he's both.
Really funny.
Yeah. Flirting.
Which is really funny.
Rebel knows what he's doing. Samson doesn't.
I know. But this is so cute and adorable. And I can't wait to see how many pages I get from Jade about this interaction.
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean if you're gonna say it like
kill
that.
Samson in his sleep.
What?
What? Oh, she gonna be feeling some kind of way, and I am ready for it. I'm ready. Oh, since we started this session, I've been so happy. It's just getting better and better. Whoop, baby. I love pie.
What?
Hi.
Okay.
You know.
Hi.
Filling.
Don't
Crust?
listen. I'm weird.
Hi.
Listen, I'm weird. I say things. Yo, is that exactly?
Is that Exodia? Yeah. Him, and he's gonna point to Yellow Cloak. That's how you two got close, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if I'd say that.
What do you mean?
Well, when we first met, I went to his school looking for something in particular.
No. Don't worry about me. Just keep going.
Abided by it. And I guess it was just chance we met up more afterwards.
So wait, you were already in school, but you went to another school?
Well, yes. The school I attend is all girls. And there's a neighboring, which is all boys.
How far away are they? Because I feel like right next to each other. That seems like a waste.
She thinks for a minute, does some calculations in her head. Not too much more than a half day's walk.
What the?
Through the snow, uphill both ways.
Ah, so you're a boomer. I get it now.
Of course.
Well, yeah, you get uphill to a certain point, and then it's a sheer face, so you have to slide down. You can't come back up that way. So you have to go up the other drift, which is uphill and has the same cutoff.
I'm
You know, it's a
literally just
legend
imagining
Pokemon.
Mario 64 when he tries to run up a hill that's too steep and he just slides back down.
I'm literally just imagining ledges in all the, like, GBA Pokemon games.
Oh god. Did you see what you could do with the new ones because of that?
No.
So...
Save
we'll
it for
talk
later,
about
though.
it in 12-ish minutes.
Yeah, we have 12 minutes of me absolutely getting serotonin. I want every second of this serotonin.
And then the session ends.
So, you guys must have...
Oh yeah, that's
talked a
right.
bit,
We're
right?
doing this online. You have no idea the look I just gave the screen.
Gotta load this guy.
Uphill both ways.
He has you talk, right?
Yeah. He actually was like, you guys must have talked about stuff, right?
Well, sure.
Do you always take so long to open up about your feelings?
I'm not sure there's much of a gauge for that.
I can't imagine how close you two could have been.
I suppose we were quite close.
I mean, like, when he asked you something, I presume you answered. When me or Nin try to get anything out of you, you don't answer. And again, really was, you know, really had a kid, it definitely would have changed things. All I'm saying is that I want to get to know you better. And he's gonna drink a sip of whiskey.
Woo! There's the serotonin.
Do I make it sad? Ponder, ponder, ponder.
Ponder within the next 10 minutes.
Do you make it sad, or do you lean into
Hold on.
this? with
Hold on.
yellow-
Do you have an orb for which to ponder?
Can the orb be made of sadness?
That doesn't sound like you're pondering. That sounds like you have your answer.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how Hyal is processing things.
I say for the wholesome way.
Samson's drunk.
Hyal's just like, perhaps at some point I'll learn how to speak about these things. I don't know what kind of things to say.
It doesn't gotta be much. How do you think the moon look? That's basic, right? He's gonna point at the moons.
Moon. Good night, moon.
Good night,
Good night,
moon.
moon.
Good morning, other moon.
And moon.
Good afternoon, other moon.
Word.
Good morning, good moon, and good night.
She's just like, I suppose they're beautiful.
Yeah.
I suppose, when I look up sometimes I expect to see the sky and the mountains. Every so often, a light show will happen. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Huh. I think you talked about that one.
There wasn't much that was nicer than a peaceful, cool but not freezing night. You could just step away from anyone else, stand in a wide, vast clearing, and just look up and watch the sky do whatever it is doing that causes that.
Well, after our trip with the Gluttony, that sounds really cool. I'd like to go see it.
It's far away.
And we just teleported across the whole ocean in a matter of seconds. We just got back from going to a no man's land. I bet you everyone would swear by being probably the worst place on Earth, on the planet.
She's gonna take a drink, look him over, and just be like, "You'd freeze."
Ow! Keep warm somehow.
You could become a tabaxi again.
I'll try to keep warm somehow else. I'm so glad you said something because I didn't want to say something. I was thinking. I was gonna be like, do you have another X to lend me?
Become your own tabaxi.
My!
And then if you die up there, then you could be the new coat.
I don't want to be the coat.
I don't want to be your ex.
But no,
I mean, if there's one of these that makes you cold, there's gotta be one that makes you warm, right?
possibly. The feeling doesn't necessarily protect you, though. She just kind of like vaguely gestures at him. All that exposed skin I can't imagine would feel good against ice.
Right now, Samson has tried ice. Yeah. Stuff's really uncomfortable.
That temperature is about what the air is up there.
Oh. You know, I'm noticing a flaw in the fact that I only wear things for desert travel. Haven't been to a normal desert.
Just
I'm
buy
sure I'll think of something. I know. Drinking always keeps me warm.
I'm fairly certain you would still die of frostbite.
This boy is gonna fucking die.
That's what's going through her mind at the moment.
Man, I don't need 2 X-coats.
I don't think Samson would be made into a coat. I think she'd just take it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You can only freeze to death 10 times and then I'm out of Revivify.
Oh, thanks for bringing me back, yo, but I'm really cold. Oh, hey, yo, what's going on? I'm really cold. Yo, why do you keep revivifying me? I bring me somewhere warm for... You're gonna waste all the uses panicking on me. Yo, please!
She's just gonna be like, where did we leave off?
Talking about drinking, keeping it warm.
Oh, yeah. No. She drinks. I don't know if she's starting to run the bottle real low. Because she's been taking full swigs.
How big has your glugs been?
Like mouthfuls.
Bottle's starting to run real low.
Oh, here, I'll top you up.
She holds it out.
He holds out the bottle for him to just fill up.
Here you go. Oh, I know something that'd be fun.
Hmm?
You ever played a drinking game before?
I think I'm gonna have to
Drinking
start.
Game?
Mm-hmm.
She looks in the bottle, takes a sip, is like, what makes it a game?
Well, it's really either typically, you do the thing that's the point of the game, and if you don't, you drink. And he's just gonna take a sip too.
And that might be a good place to stop because it's 10 o'clock and Jabe needs sleep.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Alright, goodbye everybody!
Goodbye.
And walk in.